LA 다저스와 경기. 오늘 박영호 선수 선발인데요. 아이고. 깜빡 박영호 선수가 안경을 꼈는데 안경을 착용하지 않아서 안경을 착용해 주겠습니다. 자, 오늘 경기 알렉스 영 선수와 박영호 선수의 선발 맞대결이죠. 오늘도 원정 2연전을 하는데, 자, 선발 왼손 피처예요. 왼손 피처고, 자, 오늘은 타순의 변화를 조금 가져가 볼까 합니다. 1번 권영민 선수 들어가고요. 1번 이동민 선수, 박형주, 5번 김희태, 안재현, 네. 박표민, 박영우, 김희태, 이석현, 양지혁 순으로 오늘 경기 시작하겠습니다.
Under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the All-Stars and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Get ready for Diamondbacks baseball. Next.
2승 2패 중이고요. 동도중학교는 어제 첫 승으로 해서 1승 2패 기록하고 있습니다. 왼손 투수죠.
What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch on its way. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2 and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this
3번 박형준, 4번 한관이, 5번 박표민, 6번 박영우, 7번 김희태, 8번 이석현,
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this done.
타고 멀리 갑니다.
Marte has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone.
넘어가는 줄 알았어요, 순간.
Coming to the plate now, Park. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
3번 타자 박형준 선수 4할 6푼 1리를 기록하고 있죠.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
커터
Swing and a
들어오네요.
miss, and he's behind 0-1.
3게임 동안 13타수 6안타 4할 6푼 1리를 기록하고 있습니다.
And there's ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
나름 누르쳤다 생각했는데.
Park gets the call for game
오늘
1 of the
동도중학교
series.
선발은
Dan Plesac, what do you got?
박영웅
Well, Matt,
선수입니다.
the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat.
상코 위험했어요.
And that's in there, 2-1.
아마추어의 투심 베스트 보려고
Now here
하네.
it comes. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now.
결정을 요구하네. 투수
Here it comes.
재우고 좋습니다. 이격수 어렵게 잡았는데 일로
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
어렵게 잡았는데 일루에서 정확한 공으로 아웃시키네요.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
이번 타석에 들었습니다.
Ahmed is truly an elite-level defender, which is a big deal given the position he plays in the middle infield. Defensive metrics have become a bigger and bigger part of evaluating players, of course, and he's consistently among the leaders in these newer categories at his position.
Yeah, you can tell his pitching staff absolutely loves him. First step quickness, soft hands, an absolute cannon for an arm. This guy fits the
슬라이더 던졌습니다. 삼진.
Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. And with
박영웅
strike
선수
3
메이저리그 첫
reported there,
선수입니다.
he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Line drive to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
4번
So here's Eduardo Escobar as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1 pitch.
던집니다. 오늘 투수가 아주 유리해요. 위인골 던져야 됩니다.
Before the 0-2, well, look to first. Runner back safely.
주자가 한 발 더 나왔기 때문에 견제를 했어요. 이제 뛸 것 같아요.
Pitch out, nothing doing, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Marte is off at first with 2 away.
1볼 2 스트라이크. 4구 던집니다. 쳤습니다. 김경수 상관 선수 잡아냅니다.
One left for Arizona. We are still scoreless.
1회 말 레이가 공격. 3번 타자에 안타 있었지만 후속 타자를 범타로 막아냅니다.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Han. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
제대로 걸린 것 같죠? 제대로 걸렸습니다. 넘어가네요. 커터 하이볼을 잘 때렸어요. 한과의 선수 시즌 3호 홈런.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
시즌 3호 홈런을 날렸습니다. 한과의 선수.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
한 발짝도 못 움직이죠. 제대로 걸렸어요 지금. 5번 타자 박현민 선수. 시즌 1할 발품
To
1위입니다.
the plate now, Park. As he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
싱커에 속았네요.
Bases are empty here,
진짜
nobody
하시면
out.
됩니다. 아, 한번한대 몰렸네. 타이밍이 빨랐습니다. 타이밍이.
Room in foul territory.
정말 똑같이 치네요.
Looks it
왼쪽
into
어깨
his
열리면서.
glove, and there's one gone.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively.
애리조나
And this
수비
team's
있습니다.
lucky enough to have their
그래서
Gold Glover play
골드글러브를
shortstop, the captain of the infield,
선수였습니다.
and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout.
타자.
Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
In now, Park. And it's
제대로
belted
때린다.
high and deep
제대로
into
때렸는데
right
박영호
center.
선수
Into the full
넘어갑니다.
area
박영호
and
선수.
gone.
타격에 소질이 있어요.
Solo shot to right center. First home run of the
박영표의
campaign for him as it's now a
북측
2-0
정확히가
ball
강합니다.
game.
첫 홈런이죠, 박영호 선수.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home
제대로
runs in the
때렸어요.
same inning. Watch
상호
yourself.
속도.
You're missing over the
덕분에.
heart of the plate.
후반 타자 김혜태 선수입니다.
Into the box, Kim. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Bases are empty, one man out.
포인트를 맞지 않았습니다.
Here's a ground ball for Ahmed at short. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Lee. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
시즌 3할이죠.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
욕심부리네,
Hey, if
욕심.
I'm on the mound, I'm going even further out of zone on this
타수
next pitch.
3안타, 3할을 기록하고 있는 이석현 선수.
Slap
때립니다.
hard the
살짝
opposite
늦은
way.
감이 있는데요.
And that'll
빠집니다.
get down out there near the wall.
안전하게 여유있게 2루까지
And now they'll get into
기록합니다.
scoring
이석현 선수.
position with 2 away.
좌익수로 5번
Left fielder
2루타
really never
때렸습니다.
had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he
좌익수가
knew it.
스타트를 좀
Bouncing off
잘못했네요.
the base of the wall for an
타고
easy double.
스타트를 잘못했어요.
Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
9번 타자 양지혁 선수입니다.
Stepping in now, Jay Yang.
시즌 2할 오픈 기록하고
High and
있는데
deep to
제대로
right
때렸습니다.
center. On the
우중간
move is
가르나요?
Calhoun.
우중간
But he can't get
안전
to it,
루타.
and that'll score the runner from
일단
second as it hops
투베이스를
over the wall
얻어냅니다.
for a
양지혁
ground
선수.
rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to
1번
score,
타자
and he was
권영민
going to
선수.
wind up at second. He drove that ball
실투를
really
놓치면 안
nicely.
돼요.
Into the box now, Kwang. As the first pitch misses high and
3대 0으로
inside for
앞서고
ball
있죠.
1.
때립니다. 제대로.
And a shot hit
가나?
down the corner.
아, 볼 때
And
살짝
foul, though it
벗어납니다.
had the home run distance.
노카운트 원스트라이크 원볼. 때립니다.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and
살짝
it
늦었어.
eats him up a bit.
1루에
And the recovery's too
세이브입니다.
late as he's
세이브.
able to beat the throw to first.
이번엔 베이스런이 열심히 했어요.
Wow, I think
아,
he took
이루스 에러로
credit there
나오네요.
a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up for 2 outs.
In now, Lee. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the
아,
defensive side of the ball.
1-3인데
Stranding the
과연
rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and
아니,
missed.
1루차만 뛰게
And he'll
했는데
just put the tag on him, and he's out
3루차로
trying to steal home.
1루차만 뛰게
Into
했는데
the box,
3루차까지.
Christian Walker. As they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on.
6번 타자 타석에 들어갔습니다.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Park has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
3루타와 2루타 2개를 기록했네요. 주의해야 될 타자일 것 같습니다. 타율은 6할 2푼 5리입니다.
That evens it up, 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
1볼 2스트라이크.
Runners on first with 1 down.
커보려고 그러죠. 낮은 코스에 볼로
2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun.
나가다 뭉칩니다. 스트라이크 쪽에 넣어봐야겠어요. 볼 카운트 투스트라이크 투볼.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
볼 카운트 투스위 원아웃 주자 1루 던졌습니다. 쳤습니다. 뒤로
And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
3루입니다. 1루죠. 3루 이동해서 3루
Throw won't get him.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Ildemaro Vargas, as he can't catch up on a fastball for letters, and it's strike 1. 2 men are in scoring position for him, so he'll look to make this a 1-run game with a base hit here. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
몸쪽에 슬라이더 던집니다.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Yang
잡아서
has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now.
양지혁 선수
Now to the plate,
잡은
Alex
기자들이
Young.
못 뛰죠. 우익수 이석현
First
선수입니다.
pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for
투수라서
strike
좀
1.
더 쉽게
Hey, there's a
승부할 수
ton
있을
of
것
reasons
같습니다.
I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
한관희 선수가
Is
잡아냅니다.
there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a
포볼과 안타로
potential
위기가
trouble.
있었지만 후속 타자를 잘
Diamondbacks
막아냈습니다.
Stepping into the box, Lee, as we are all set
이번
to
타자
begin the 3rd inning in
이동민
this one.
선수부터
One of the keys
시작됩니다.
to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this is popped high in the air back
커터가
behind short.
좋네요.
Ahmed is right there, and it's a
커터가
very
좋아.
quick out number 1.
3번 타자
Digging in, Park flied out in his
선수.
first at bat, so making him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way.
또래 살짝 타이밍이 안 맞았네요. 볼 카운트 1 스트라이크.
Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
뭐가 좋은 스트라이크 원볼. 때립니다.
High fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball.
아쉽습니다.
The 1-2 hit back toward the mound. On to first, and there were two down.
이것도 땅볼로 물러납니다. 박현준 선수.
Now with the plate,
4번 타자
and he's
한관
off to a hot
선수.
start in this one.
잔타석에
Homered his
홈런친
first time around.
선수입니다. 이번에도 과연 노려서 쓸 수 있을 것인가?
Well hit the
아,
other
이번에
way,
잘 때린다.
and it's into the gap.
좌중간을 완전히
He
가릅니다.
takes the
한관
turn
선수.
and heads for second, but that'll hit off the wall in left center.
2루
And
탑니다.
he'll make it to
2루 타
second
한관
base
선수.
now with two gone.
오늘 2타수 2안타 한관 선수. 5번 타자 박현준 선수인데요.
So now to the plate, Park.
때립니다.
Swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends
타이밍이
just
빨랐어요.
fouled into the second deck. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
스코어링 포지션입니다. 박현준 선수. 카운트 원 스트라이크. 때립니다.
He's able to ride this one
제대로
high and
맞았는데요?
deep toward right center.
제대로 맞았는데요?
Looking up is the center
제대로
fielder
맞았는데요?
at the track.
넘어가네요.
Splash right into the pool.
박현민 선수 투런 홈런. 방망이 살짝 끝에 맞긴
So it's a
했는데
two-run shot to right
체중이
center.
제대로
Second
실렸습니다.
home run early
힘이
in the
제대로
year
실렸어요.
as they extend the lead to 5-0.
타구 스피드 102마일.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely
수영장에 들어갔네요.
this could be
수영장에.
the latter.
6번 타자 박영호 선수 전타수에 홈런
At the
쳤죠.
plate now, Park. As the first pitch sinker
투구
misses
볼입니다.
to him, it's ball one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
원볼 로스트라이크.
The 1-0 home. Drilled to the left side.
잘 때립니다.
And the inning will
박영호 선수.
continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
And I
투스코치
can't blame the
올라가나요?
pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make
다
one
홈런
good
맞는
pitch
게
and get
싱커
this inning over with.
아니면
Let's see if the
체인지업이기
talk
때문에
does any
안타
good.
맞는 것도 투스코치도 바빠서 할 겁니다.
To the plate now, Kim. On attempt misses. The throw down.
2루 도루까지
Not in
박영호
time.
선수.
He's in there at second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
투아웃 주자 1루 원 스트라이크. 타석에 7번
0-1.
타자
Here's the pitch.
키미테 선수
Line
때립니다.
drive
잘
to center
때렸어요.
field. Marte will get
진정이
there and he
정면입니다.
puts it away to retire the side.
잘 때렸는데 아쉽네요.
A two come across to score in the inning courtesy of
투런
this
홈런으로
two-run home run. Bottom of the
동도중학교가
third coming up.
5대0으로 앞서 나갑니다.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
애리조나에서 뛰던 선수들인가봐요.
Ready with the first
Starling
pitch. Here
Marte.
it comes.
1번 타자 시작됩니다.
Shot towards second, and that's into the gap.
거기서
It should
완전히
be extra
가르는데요.
bases. He's around first, heading for two. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. No one out with a runner at second. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the
한번
inside
슬라이드.
half.
스윙.
Ball and 2 strikes.
돈 것 같은데. 다시 한번 위인 거 던지겠습니다. 자, 투 커브. 캐치 풀킥.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip
프로킹
away far
좋았네요.
enough for the runner to advance. A runner at second, nobody out.
박형준 선수 프로킹 좋았습니다. 오고 던지면 슬라이드.
Line towards center
슬라이드가
field.
몰렸어요 지금.
Catch made out there in center field
성공합니다.
as the runner will tag from second.
죽나요?
And safe.
마르테 선수가 조금 빨랐습니다. 한번 그리고 마르테 선수 아까 아웃 직구로 밀어서 안타 맞았지만 다시 한번 승부를 봅니다. 수구 스트라이크. 카운트 원 스트라이크. 이거 커브 던집니다. 파울.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
힘들 던집니다. 스윙. 삼진 아웃. 오늘 동도중학교 타에서 박영호 선수가 활약해주네요. 4번 에스코바 선수. 에스코바 선수도 주위에서 던져야 될 타자입니다. 한 방이 있어요.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1.
카운트 투볼 원스트라이크. 바깥쪽에 직구입니다.
Hit hard towards center. Base hit and that'll get a run in.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
공 잡은 거 아니야? 지나갔어.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
At the plate, Stephen Vogt, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Vogt, California-born ball player. He was a 12th round selection back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
해보려고 하고 있죠. 던졌습니다.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
2볼 2스트라이크. 이번에 리딩샷이 돼야 돼요.
2-2.
커브 던집니다.
Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
박영호 선수 위기 있었지만 일실적으로 잘 막아냈습니다. 박영호 선수. 8번 타자 이석현 선수.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
원볼로 스트라이크. 제2구 때립니다. 살짝 먹혔는데요. 뒤에서 맞은 경향이 있는데 중견수 플라이로 물러납니다. 조금만 타이밍이 빨랐더라면 정말 큰 타구 기대할 수 있었는데 이번 타자 양재혁 선수 높은 실투를 기다리고 있었는데 타임이 생각보다 빨랐네요. 그리고 원스트라이크 때립니다. 3루수 맞고 떨어집니다. 1루에서 슬라이딩 세이브입니다. 양재혁 선수 안타인가요? 안타입니다. 안타. 양재혁 선수 1번 타자로 잘 연결 시작했습니다. 1번 타자 권영민 선수 엔드런을 해야 될 것 같습니다. 히트 엔드런 뛰고요. 다행입니다. 그냥 스윙 안 했으면 캐치가 일어나자고 그냥 바로 무릎 꿇고 던져버리는데요. 노브런 스트라이크. 주자 2루 권영민 선수 때리면 잘 때렸는데 3루 정면에 글러브에 그냥 빨려 들어갔습니다. 이번 타자 이동민 선수.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul.
아쉽네요.
Runner goes for third. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
그냥 바깥쪽 벗어나는데.
Digging in now, Cole Calhoun. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss.
시즌 초반, 시즌 초반인데 잘 때리고 있는
maybe once an AB,
타자예요.
maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it.
4타수 2안타를 치고 오늘도 안타를 치고.
0-1. Bouncer to the left side, and it's through for a base hit. His second of the ball game. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
잘 쳐요.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
있습니다.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Vargas, 28 years old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
번트를 저쪽으로 댈 수 있도록
Here's the first
빠르고
pitch to him.
던지겠습니다.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
되게 힘든 공을 줘야겠어.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again.
태야.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. Here's Starling Marte. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
2타수 1안타를 기록하고 있어요. 원볼 스트라이크. 이거 바깥쪽 치고.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man.
원볼.
1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
바람만 빼보자.
And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back.
스트라이크 3볼. 3볼 스트라이크.
3-1.
던집니다.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
3-2 pitch. Third. To second for 1.
3으로 이어지는 평사타.
Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more on this Monday night after this.
이동민 선수 슬라이드 잘 피했어요. 5-3으로 연결되는 병살타로 막아냅니다. 이번에 타수 좋아요. 3번 타자 박형준 선수 들어옵니다. 3번 박형준 선수. 노려야 돼요. 왠지 이번에 실투가 들어올 가능성이 많습니다.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
The 1-0.
옵니다 한가운데. 제대로 맞았는데요. 제대로 맞았는데요. 펜스 상단에 맞고 떨어집니다. 박현수 달려서 3루까지 갑니다. 3루. 박형준 선수 첫 3루타. 적극적인 베이스런이 좋았습니다. 가장 먼 중견수로 갔는데 저는 넘어가는 줄 알았는데요. 상단을 맞고 떨어졌군요. 박형준 선수. 아쉽습니다.
Now the Diamondbacks
투수를
skipper's
교체할
up
것
out of
같죠?
the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight.
내려가고.
So he'll depart after working just
아,
4+
저희가
innings
잘 아는
as this
선수죠.
will not go down
메릴
as a
켈리,
quality start, that's for
SK에서
sure.
활동한 메릴 켈리 선수가 올라옵니다. 직구와 커브, 커터, 체인지업, 싱커를 던지는 메릴 켈리 선수.
Standing in now, Han. As he'll get caught chasing a
초구
bat
대차게
there at
돌려봤는데
strike one. 2 hits and 2 trips
터칭으로
for him thus
물러나요.
far.
아가인 선수. 볼컨트 원 스트라이크.
Back to him on the mound. Oh no, he can't hold on to it.
아, 피처 지금 강습 맞았는데요. 지금 괜찮나요, 피처?
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When
팔에
you're
좀
given a
제대로
chance
맞은
to
것
make a
같은데요.
big play, you've got to
글로브
make
맞았나요?
it.
팔에
Or
맞았나요?
you're going to be on the wrong in the games more often than not.
괜찮은지 모르겠습니다, 피처. 아, 괜찮나 보군요.
Runner at first following the error. And set to go as the third baseman, Park.
박팔미 선수. 일루수, 하나서 도루.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch is high. The
이를
throw
한가위 선수.
is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you,
약간
he is a
위험했는데,
multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop to plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. After it is Marte. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. So here now is the pitcher, Park. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat.
수비수들은 번트를 낼 줄 알고 앞쪽에 자리 잡고 있네요.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
큰 거.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marte is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. So coming to the plate, Kim hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Out in front of it, strike one.
원 스트라이크. 이거는 과연 어떻게?
Set and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
큰 걸로
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
볼컨트 노볼 2 스트라이크.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Vote gathers. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball.
순간 당황했습니다. 키스번트가 나와서.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
한가운데 슈트였는데 치질 않네요.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Count is 1-2 now.
낮은 게 아니라 치고 높은 거 던지겠습니다.
Now the pitch.
이게 헛스윙할 것 같거든요.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Digging in, Ketel Marte, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now time is called here as we'll get it to the mound.
제가 아침이라 코가 맹맹해서 계속 훌쩍거리네요. 자, 원볼로 스트라이크. 마르테 선수 3번 던집니다.
Lifted the other way to left center.
레프트.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Ahmed is on his way home. He scores as the lead is cut to 4. It's 6-2 now.
괜찮습니다. 아직 점수차가 많이 나기 때문에 다 줘도 돼요. 박영 선수.
The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
아, 스윙,
Swing there on the changeup, couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike two.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball, a lot of different ways to get guys out.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with two strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at. He's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
No balls and a strike to count.
스트라이크 노볼입니다.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Lee is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
좋아요, 좋아, 아주 좋아요.
Now in the box, Stephen Vogt. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
No strike, no ball, one strike. 쪽.
Vogt's in a hole, 0-2 to him.
다행입니다.
Boy, this is one of those
노볼
ABs
투
you like to
스트라이크
hit the
유리한
rewind button
포지죠
on.
지금.
Put himself in a tough spot now,
서브스윙이
hitting
볼로
with two
던집니다.
strikes.
볼로.
And he
스윙.
struck him out. His seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
득점 찬스를
One for the
한 점으로
Diamondbacks on the
사용을
RBI
하는데
double.
보트
We're
선수가
through
아니라
5 innings here tonight. Now
KT
a
마르테
6-2
3번
ball
마르테
game.
선수가 져준 거 완전히 가르는 1타점으로 애리조나
Riding in once
다운로드에서
again, Lee.
6대2로
He'll start things out now in
쫓아오고
the top
있습니다.
half of the sixth. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one.
너무 선수 키스본트.
Runs up and gets
잘
this one
됐어요.
down. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
먼터를
Well,
잘
you know,
됐는데
he
뜨고
had a good
말았네요.
idea right there. The infield was
방구
flying back,
안녕.
and it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice
9번
play to
타자
react. They
양지혁
take care
선수.
of him at first.
우리 2타수 2안타입니다.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
바깥쪽을 기다리고 있는데
Hey, if
몸쪽에
he's going to
와버리네요.
get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Bat explodes as this
양지혁 선수
find a way
맨날
to
방망이가
dodge the
부러지네요.
shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
아,
Now back
자,
to
1번
the top of the
모터입니다.
lineup, stepping in.
권영무 선수
He was
3타수
retired via the
무안타인데
ground ball last time up.
주제 없으면 편하게 하나 노려쳤으면 좋겠습니다.
Fastball well outside.
초구는 볼. 원볼로 스트라이크.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
노리는 비슷한
It's
공으로
not easy to get
스윙했는데
your barrel to a pitch that high.
완전
That
볼이었네요.
can be an effective location as long as he
또
keeps it above
원볼.
the letters.
Popped up.
하가운데 쉴트인데 타이밍 컨택을 바깥쪽으로
Walker is
잡아놔갖고
there and the side is retired.
괜찮습니다.
Digging in once
아직
again,
앞서나가고
Cole
있습니다.
Calhoun. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This one
카르
doesn't
선수.
look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the
Oh,
middle innings.
swing.
It's about time they
스윙이
get
정말
something
좋아요.
going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind
축구 타이밍
where you have to
나왔으니까
score a
이번엔
punch
서클
in the 8th
체인지로
and 9th
가운데
inning.
낮게
Another one
그렇죠.
fouled off and he's quickly behind 0-2.
하나 더 던져도 될 것 같은데 컵을 요구하네. 컵으로 볼로 한번 던지겠습니다.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Hey, the fish ain't
그렇게
biting there
좋아요.
on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because
이거
this
또
pitcher
참을까요?
might throw him
바깥쪽
another one.
축구를 던집니다.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right.
위험했습니다.
And it's a
원볼 투
foul
스트라이크.
ball.
하나도 똑같이
The 1-2.
커브 아까 좀 낮게 프로킹 잘해줘야 돼요.
Lifted down the line in left.
들어왔네요 지금.
And that will end up a foul ball.
바깥쪽에 와서 저는 몸쪽에
Now another
하나 찔러
1-2.
박아보도록 하겠습니다. 아 좋네요.
What a great
초보
battle
투
to start
스트라이크.
this
한
inning.
번 더
What a
슬라이더가
great
그냥
job by the leadoff hitter.
한 번 더
He knows that
속여보겠습니다.
this
몸쪽.
pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's
아,
starting
안
to get restless.
좋네요.
Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
5, 2 스트라이크 3볼 던집니다.
And he can only battle
삼진.
for so long as he's finally set down here after
약간
an 8-pitch
컨트롤
at-bat.
거기에다
I
못
really like
찍어갖고
that he gave up
위험했는데
nibbling out of the zone trying to get in the chase. That
잘
wasn't perfect,
막았습니다.
so he just
그동안.
reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
원볼 로스트라이.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second.
이동민 선수 1루에 잡아냅니다. 왠지 대타가 나올까요? 아니면 켈리 선수 나올까요?
Tim Locastro will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
로케스트로 선수가 대타로 들어섭니다. 로케스트로 선수 좋고.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
양지혁
Left fielder
선수가
giving chase. He gets
잡아냅니다.
there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail here at 6.
동도중학교
Corbin
공격.
Martin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
마틴.
New inning set to get underway. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of
저희가
the inning.
치고 비슷한 거 볼에 자꾸 방망이
Into the
나오니까
box now.
비슷하게
Park
던지는 이
is
투수는
working on a 1-for-3
직구와
thus
커브,
far.
체인지업, 투심을 던지는
First pitch coming. Here it
전형적인
is.
우한 중간격투 투수입니다. 박경
Smoke on the
선수 제대로
ground up the
때리네요.
middle. And that'll
이번에도
get on
볼이었는데
through into center, and he's got himself
방금
a
헤드가
one-out
제대로
hit.
들어갔어요. 타이밍도 제대로 맞고요.
That was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
한관희 선수 오늘 감 좋아요.
Will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning.
얘도 제대로
Flash you
때렸어요.
back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense
3타수
rolling.
2안타 기록 중
Here's a
한관희
look
선수.
over to first. And the
박경
runner
선수는 안
back in
뛰어요.
standing.
네, 못 뛰어요. 네. 박경 선수는 못 뜁니다. 뛰면 큰일 나죠.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
이번에 제대로 했는데
Martin, a previous member of the Houston
방망이
Astros,
컨택
he
따라가는
was
게
acquired via
제대로 못
trade
따라갔어요.
last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Ready with the 0-1. Curveball fooled him there as his way out in front.
Great pitch in that situation. He makes contact on that one. More than likely, he's hitting into a double play.
Here's the 0-2.
3구
A
칩니다.
double play ball to second. 4.
가야 돼.
The tag gets one. Relay to
이거
first
아웃인가요?
in time, and just like that, the side is retired. One hit
페이크
in the inning,
같은데?
but that gets erased. 7th inning. Stepping in and
실내에도
ready for
박영호
another
선수가
shot.
마운드에 올라갑니다.
Starling Marte.
1번
Try and get
스탈링
something
마르테
started in
붙습니다.
the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we
일루수 라인하로
move into the later
김민태
innings.
선수가 잘
Down by
잡아줬어요.
a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
93개는 넣었어요.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good.
체인지업
He's retired
칩니다.
7 in a row.
또 1루수 땅볼. 1루수 김민태
And he'll
선수가
step on first for the out,
베이스를
3
밟습니다.
unassisted.
이대로면은 박영호 선수
So far, 2 for 3
9회까지도
in this
가능할
one.
것 같아요.
First pitch of the at bat.
조고 스트라이.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Pulled toward right center field.
한 선수
And
잡아냅니다.
that will conclude matters here in
정말
the 7th.
불안하게 잡네요.
So
한
1,
선수.
2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail.
자, 5번 타자 박철민
Ready
선수입니다.
once again. Park. It was a fly
자,
out for him
오늘
in his last
불펜은
trip.
이정우 선수 워밍업 시작하겠습니다.
First
5번
offering on
타자
its way.
박철민 선수.
Fouled away.
파울입니다. 박철민 선수. 하나 지금 큰 거 하나 노려야 돼요. 주자 없으니.
And
아이고,
he fouls this one off.
밑에 꼬인 줄 알고.
The windup
로버트
and the
스트라이크.
0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
볼
For
던지지
this
않는
one almost in
스트라이크가
the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
박철민 선수.
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather
살짝
starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
now,
No one really chased today.
진짜 없는
Really
가운데
stayed staunch on their
6번 타자
ability to
박영호
get that
선수
pitcher
그대로
to come into the heart of the plate. And they
일단
did
치도록
that.
하겠습니다. 방망이 감이 너무 좋아서.
Striding into the box, Park. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in
아,
control
조금
all
늦었어.
game long.
늦었는데 큰
Marte is there, 2 gone.
중간에서 플라이로 올라갑니다. 박 선수.
Digging in to try it again. Kim could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
원볼로 스트라이크. 타석에 김희선 선수 때립니다. 제대로 맞았어요. 제대로 맞았어요. 제대로 맞았어요. 넘어가네요. 김희태 선수 살짝 넘어가는 시즌 3호 홈런입니다. 라젠카 선수 팔을 안 풀어도 될 것 같아요. 발번 이석현 선수 초구는 볼입니다.
In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happened.
He's got a hit in 3 at bats to this point.
원볼로 스트라이크.
Hit
때립니다.
high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder.
찍히긴 했는데요.
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning.
김희태의 솔로 홈런으로
But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their
7대2로
lead.
앞서 나가고 있습니다.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eduardo Escobar. We're in the 8th
Escobar
now, and
선수
nothing's
던지네요.
changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
다음 투수가 준비하고 있어서 던져 상관없게는 벌써 98개 던졌네요. 아하!
Line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Escobar on his way to second, but that'll hit off the wall in left center, and he'll get there. The Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
투수 바꿔야겠네요.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Lee will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
자, 이정우 선수 정말 난타를 당해서 방어율이 27점대죠.
Stepping in now, Christian Walker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
High in the air out to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. Settling in now, Stephen Vogt 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Down in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
높은 쪽에 치고려가 이거 던집니다.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
괜찮습니다. 7대3.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. Base is empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
이거는 낮은 코스에 치고.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
이번에 하이 패스트볼을 요구하죠. 3 하이 패스트볼 치고 던집니다.
1-2.
원볼 투 스트라이크. 커브를 요구하고 있어요. 보수. 원볼 투 스트라이크 커브 던집니다. 스윙. 이정우 선수 삼진으로 이닝을 마무리합니다. 9초 동도중학교 9번 타자 양지혁 선수부터 시작하겠습니다.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
커브를 적절히 서 던지는 피처군요. 알고 일부러 스윙하는 것 같은데.
Hit on the ground is short. Ahmed has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
유격수 땅볼아웃.
Stepping in, Kwan.
권영훈 선수 이제 하나 쳐줘야 될 때가 왔습니다.
Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
살짝 먹혔습니다.
Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Lee struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
됐다.
Choi will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
됐다. 추천은
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Choi digs in at 6-2 and swings the bat from both sides of the batter's box. This is his first year at the big league level. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Marte. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The All-Stars are out in front. Choi stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base. Up next for Arizona, Ildemaro Vargas.
바게스 선수 8번 나왔습니다.
Hit hard, but foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1 and 2.
다시 한번 커브 던집니다. 삼진, 스탠딩 삼진. 이정호 선수 삼진 잡았습니다. 3루타자. 잘 잡았네요. 됐다. 크로 선수 들어옵니다. 쪽으로 빠지는 파울. 그리고 뒤집고 파울입니다. 테타에서 안타를 하나 쳤나 보네요. 18이네 18. 요가 아닙니다. 열할. 이고 스트라이크 슬러브. 3구 축구 해보려고 하고 있죠. 5할로 떨어뜨려버려. 삼진. 잘 던지고 있습니다. 이정호 선수. 자, 스타링 마르테 시즌 22타수 7안타 3할을 8리 오늘 4타수 1안타 2루타와 득점을 기록하고 있죠. 축구 때립니다. 파울. 그리고 슬러브 2구 던집니다. 위험했어요. 가운데 투 스트라이크.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much
볼로
weaponry,
던집니다.
5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
너무 많이 봤어. 원볼, 투 스트라이크.
Arizona down to its
다시
last
던집니다.
strike. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the ninth.
투볼, 투 스트라이크. 이걸 던지기 위해서 다 뺐죠. 던집니다. 삼진, 스탠딩 삼진. 오늘도 어제 경기에 이어 2연승을 기록하는 동도중학교입니다. 한관희 선수의 4타수 2안타, 박영호 선수의 7이닝, 승리 8개. 아주 좋았어요. 한관희 선수 4타수 2안타, 박태민 선수 4타수 1안타, 박태민 선수 4타수 2안타, 김태준 선수 4타수 1안타. 오늘 경기 7대 3으로 동도중학교가 애리조나 다이아몬드스를 이겼습니다. 자, 오늘도 봐주셔서 감사하고요. 구독과 좋아요 항상 눌러주세요. 감사합니다.